Hello there, darlings. Welcome to the Clockwork Cabaret. They are old, they are not hip. They are the weird answers that you didn't know you needed or wanted. And now, for a friendly reminder, this show is for adults. That darling DJ duo, Emmett Davenport and Lady Attercop, drink cocktails, have potty mouths, and at least one of them was raised by wolves.
And with the sound of the cuckoo, you know that it is time for the Clockwork Cabaret.
Hooray!
I am Emmett Davenport.
And I'm Lady Attercop.
And it is getting warm here in North Carolina. And it's very weird.
We went from chilly,
below zero, below freezing, to now 80 degrees in the span of a week.
This has been the weather report. Thank you for tuning in. Join us next week when we discuss how much precipitation has fallen. We're just hot. That's why we're talking about it, because it's on our minds, because we can't escape it.
Yeah.
It's a little sweaty here in the studio.
Yes, and I haven't quite perfected the air conditioning situation here yet.
That's all right. It isn't the worst studio we've ever been in.
No.
It's the roof is currently not leaking, so that's cool. That's always a bonus.
Yeah.
Emmett and I have lived our lives as ragtag, put stuff together with duct tape and moxie.
We're survivalists.
Punk rockers. We come from a strong DIY background, we'll say.
Yeah,
which is a nice way.
That's a nice way of putting it. We're poor.
We broke. And we went to college for mythology and art.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah. Yes.
I got to tell my joke and to someone who works as a teacher at the graduate level.
Oh, nice.
So he understood when I said, my minor was in poetry because I wanted something to fall back on. Oh. And he started laughing very hard. And he's like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm like, no, you're laughing because it's funny.
Yes.
It's sad.
I have a liberal arts degree, so of course I work in a coffee shop.
I work in a hair salon. I went back to school in my head as a middle-aged woman to get a different degree that was not even a tenth of how expensive my college degree was. You know, that one I'm still paying off.
Yes.
Also, for a chance of something that might actually make me some money.
Also, technically, isn't it considered a trade?
Yes, that would be a trade. I did do it at a community college, but it was a trade. Yeah, I didn't even go for the associates in cosmetology because I'm like, hang that right next to my BA that I'm not using. It's like, no, just give me the hours I need to make me legal.
Yes, I just want the bare minimum. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm paying for the. I took the class in Chaucer in Middle English,
and it hasn't helped you at all.
Hasn't helped me. I get to tell that story about how I took a class in Chaucer in Middle English, but that's about it. We read Troila and Cressida.
Oh yes, I have also read that.
And in Middle English, and my teacher chose that one specifically because at the end of Chaucer's Troila, and I know that's how Chaucer pronounces it. That's not how it's actually pronounced, the name of the myth. But in that version of the myth, Chaucer's version, they become Christian at the end.
Oh, of course.
Because, Chaucer. And my teacher...
He was big on that.
He was big on that. And my teacher, who was also big on that, chose that version specifically because there was a little bit of evangelism in there. I mean, I liked her. She let us do a class on Chaucer in Middle English because we asked her to, because we were those kinds of nerds. But yeah. It was, of course, the South.
So there you go. Yes.
I mean, northern Florida, but still. Which is the South.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Florida, or at least parts of Florida,
are definitely the South. Yeah.
Are definitely the South, and then there's definitely not the South.
Yeah, it's funny when people are like, "Oh, you Yankees," and I'm like, "I'm technically from further south than you've ever been."
Yeah.
But no, I agree. I'm not very southern. Hi. I know how to curse you out in Spanish. Cállate, caraculo. Okay, moving on.
It's our favorite swear.
It is one of my favorite swears in Spanish because it is very fun to say. Pendejo is also very fun.
Yes. Yeah.
Pendejo. Because you get that nice...
Yeah. I just like saying Merritt.
Oh, in French?
In French.
I know how to say...
En français.
Va te faire foutre. Which means go fuck yourself in French.
Yes. That does,
I mean, technically, I think it means go stuff yourself. But
yes.
The impetus is... I learned that from an X-Men comic.
Oh, yes.
I learned how to say, go fuck yourself in French from an X-Men comic.
I learned Russian phrases from an X-Men comic book, which I used to make friends with my Russian friends' parents.
Oh,
because I said it to them because they were asked me if I spoke any Russian, and I went, I know 3 phrases, 3 things, and they were like, oh, what? And I said, I can say tovarish, spasiba, and Bože moj.
It's famously
Bože moj!
Bože moj!
Which is what Piotr Rasputin yells whenever something happens.
Yes.
Yes,
Colossus says that a lot.
He does, and I had to ask to make sure how to pronounce it correctly because I did not know how.
I forget how I looked up what but it was Gambit said it.
Oh, of course he did.
But he would not speak French. He was Cajun.
He would speak Creole.
He would speak Creole. It's different.
Yes.
But it was still fun. I still got to learn a swear.
From an X-Men comic. So where I learned all my swear words.
I made all except for that, my friends, and asking my friends how to say words in different languages, and they would be like, "Why?" I'm like, "No reason. I just want to know how to say naked." Why do you want to know how to say naked? I just no reason at all. I'm just curious about language
and words.
I just want to be educated, well-rounded person. Like, es desnudo. I'm like, me gustan patos desnudo en mis pantalones. And they're like, why do you have naked ducks in your pants? I'm like, I don't know. It's just the most fun thing I could think to say. And it is fun to say.
Yes.
And for our listeners, I like naked ducks in my pants is me gusta patos desnudos en mis pantalones. Me gusta, I like patos, ducks, desnudos, naked. I like naked ducks en mis pantalones. And this has been Lady A's Language Corner.
Do you remember the language tape commercial where it was SOCKS? It's as easy to learn Spanish as spelling socks.
Yes. I also learned Le tête de fromage sur la lune. That's my French one.
My head is made of cheese?
The cheese head on the moon.
Oh, cheese head on the moon. I was like, wait, I missed something.
Sur la lune.
Yes, I actually...
You're like... I heard cheese.
I heard cheese and I heard head
moon
and moon.
Head.
What?
Yeah.
Yes. I like to say, the monkey is on the branch. Le singe sur la branche.
Sur la branche.
Because it's just fun to say, le singe.
It is fun to say le singe.
And then you have to go, what? The monkey. It's fine.
Merci beaucoup, Eddie.
Yes. Eddie Izzard, that's where I got it from. Yes. So, it's warm in here. We're a little, loopy.
We're very loopy.
Yes.
From the warmth. And it's, once again, we're recording earlier in the day, which is always an interesting energy that brings back to the podcast. And, there were chuds in P-Town all this weekend, so we're reeling a little bit from that.
Yeah, I've been having fun with that. Ooh, makes me angry.
Love it when white supremacists from other towns and states come to your town to tell you
how you should
have the Confederate flag up for heritage. It's like, maybe go home and put your Confederate flag up there.
Also, maybe just don't.
We decided we didn't want it up.
Yeah.
We took the statue down because we went, that's a little bit racist. Let's take that down.
Yeah.
We don't want that in the town.
I still like the fact that the chancellor of the university took the statue down and then promptly gave her resignation because she took it down, had it taken down in the middle of the night.
Yes, that was pretty great.
And then resigned because they couldn't fire her.
Baller move. That's A+.
Yes.
A+.
And I think she already had another job lined up.
That is very good. Yeah, in the middle of the night too was also very good.
Yeah.
A+ job. That is the energy we love to see someone bring to public service.
Yes. In 2020.
That was pre-pandemic.
That was pre-pandemic. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, remember before the pandemic?
No, I don't.
Remember?
I don't. It was
In the before times.
1,000 years ago.
What was it they said in Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome? Remember this?
Oh yes.
Remember when you could gather in large crowds?
All I remember from that is Mr. Walker,
Captain Walker, Mrs. Walker.
where we practice our Rocco's Modern Life accent.
That's how that movie in Rocco's Modern Life.
That's the only
informed my Australian accent. Yes, I am sorry.
But I don't see how that's wrong.
I mean, those are the only two pieces of media that have ever come out of Australia
that I am aware of.
That I'm aware of. I think. Oh no, wait. There was also Mad Max Fury Road. So the trilogy, the three holy movies of Australia. The only movies that have ever. I love how I'm throwing Rocco's Modern Life in there. That's even came out of us. It's not. It's American. And it's on Netflix.
And he's a wallaby.
He's a wallaby, but he's from Australia, and his best friend Heifer, who is raised by wolves. Yeah, you can tell I watched a lot of Rocco's Modern Life as a kid, as a young adult.
Let's be fair.
Let's be fair.
We know when it came out.
Yeah.
I know how old you are.
Full grown. No, I wasn't full grown, but I was like at least a teenager.
That's all right.
Full grown. I still watch cartoons.
Me too. I had a whole conversation about how, wow, yes, as an adult, I watch a lot of cartoons, and I still watch a lot of cartoons. Oh. In fact, I'm very jealous of modern cartoons and children who have grown up with actually good cartoons. I am
so good.
I am jealous.
We are seething with jealousy.
Because the cartoons that were around when we were children were designed specifically to sell toys. I mean, I know they're probably sell toys now, but they actually have a story.
You guys don't know.
And a plot.
You don't know how lucky you are.
There's character development.
There's character development. Growth.
Yes.
Over the course of the series, even.
Yes.
Not just knowing is half the battle.
Yeah.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah. Yes. Where you just have to infer a lot of information. Like, I'm just gonna guess that they like each other because I can't really tell. Do they? Are they friends? Are they siblings?
Are they friends? Are He-Man and She-Ra dating?
Or are they relatives?
They say they're relatives.
But they don't act like relatives. I'm very confused. It's very strange.
The answer is no. He-Man was dating Man-at-Arms. We all know that. And it was not...
I thought it was Skeletor.
Skeletor's his ex. That's the problem.
Okay. That's
the problem.
That's the problem. And then Evelyn was his beard.
I don't know how much of a beard she was.
No, it's not much.
She had some...
I mean, she wanted to date Tila. So.
She had Divine's makeup going on. I don't know. Like maybe that was it. They thought they were being subtle. It was like, no one can tell. It's like, honey, no, we all know. Tila's like, I am not dating her. She is a mess.
I just liked her headdress.
She had a cool headdress. She did. That is true. Tila's like, have you seen her makeup? What is that going to do to my sheets? Absolutely not.
It's true. These are very important questions.
Just because she's the only other woman on Endor.
Apparently. Well, besides the sorceress.
The sorceress. She's dating the sorceress.
Yes.
And the queen, I think. There was a queen, right? Didn't He-Man have a mom?
I think he did for a little while, but I don't remember.
He had a mom. Yes. Okay.
I don't remember.
Some deep He-Man lore, everyone, that I know because of the He-Man She-Ra Christmas special.
Oh.
He-Man's mom is from Earth.
Oh.
Yeah, He-Man is half Earthling.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what that means for the mythology of the planet. I don't know how his mom got there.
They never
broached
that subject, I suppose.
No, they just
threw that out there.
No, in the Christmas special, she mentions that on Earth they celebrate this thing called Christmas, and first of all, Your Highness, not everybody on Earth celebrates Christmas. Let's get that straight.
Well, maybe she wasn't from Earth. She just saw a Christmas special.
She saw when she was younger. She said she was from Earth. So she's a liar, is what you're saying.
Yes. Yes.
Deep dark revelations about the He-Man backcanon. When is He-Man season 2 going to come out? Netflix? Are we going to learn what happened?
No.
With the Queen and her Earth lies?
Of course not.
No, because they've canceled all the animation on Netflix. They're bastards.
Jerks. And with that, let's play some music.
There was a bee, a pretty little bee. I see why you might choose it. I'd rather have a madman wasp, 'cause he plays all the music.
Choose the Madman Wasp. He plays all the music.
So during the break, while we were playing music, I mentioned to Lady Attercop that I had this weird dream where I had a dream where I was playing a platform video game that used magnetic field songs as the soundtrack, and also the different levels all matched with the songs, and it was done in a silhouette, shadow puppet kind of style. Mm-hmm. And so there was one level where you're jumping around and opening boxes, and then rabbits are jumping out of it, and then you're supposed to smack them. And that was being done to Let's Pretend We're Bunny Rabbits. And then,
I don't think that's what that song was about.
No.
I mean...
No.
Maybe.
It wasn't, but it was just...
That's a 69 Love Songs album.
Yes.
So, yeah.
But it was... And then you basically, you started from a door, and you had to go through that level, and then at the end of the level, there was another door, and then you opened that and went through, and that would go to the next level, and thus the next song.
I just want someone out there to make a Stephen Merritt platformer game that's based on his work.
It was just so strange, and I kept going through in the dream while playing this game. Where did I get this game? This is not a game I would ever buy myself.
And more importantly, where can I download it so that I can play it?
It was just, I don't play platform games usually, so it was very weird.
I'd play that platformer.
Yeah.
I'd play the hell out of that platform.
There you go.
Somebody make that so I can play this game. Her long white fingers is whole. It's like that. And I think it's Mario 3 where you're trying to escape from the sun, which is like what being a ginger living in the South is like every day. But it's like her long white fingers, and you're just trying to run away from the fingers.
Yes. Yeah,
here they come.
It's just one of those running levels.
Yeah, that you just have to avoid all the obstacles before the hands get you.
Yeah.
Before her long white fingers.
Yeah.
I don't know what the long white fingers are gonna do, but they're gonna touch you.
And then
they're gonna get you, and then you die. Yes. And then Mario dies.
Yeah.
Much like me from skin cancer in 15 more years. No, just.
But yeah, so that was my.
It's funny because it's true.
But that was my weird.
I would like I said, I want to play. Steve. I know that you listen to the show, Mr. Merritt. Our friend Steve. Yes. Pay someone to make this because I want to play it.
I'm not going to pay anyone to make it.
I don't have the money to pay anyone to make it, but you've got that Pete and Pete money.
Yeah, sure.
Right? That's not in syndication anymore. I'm sure you're no longer getting residuals from it. But
I feel like you could do. I mean, it was done like the scissor cutting paper thing, so maybe you could just animate it with paper.
I mean, I'm not.
Stick puppet things. I know. I'm not saying that I don't have a clue as to how to animate things. I've always wanted to make an animation of the Clockwork Cabaret show. When we actually had a story and plot and character.
Remember when
stuff.
we used to do that?
Yes.
Y'all remember when we had a plot? Quote, quote, unquote.
Yes. But I had always wanted to do that, and I have no drive to animate.
I mean,
anything.
I could figure it out, but I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I don't. I already don't. I drew a single doodle last night, and I was like, oh, check out the big pants on me. Wow, so artistic today. I
feel like if you draw one thing every couple weeks, that counts as being something.
It was a Blackbeard.
Oh, well, there
to be fair. I was watching our Flagman's death.
Who wouldn't want to doodle Blackbeard?
I mean, it's a good look. Taika, A+, or whoever the costume designer was on that show. A+, love the look. I do love that he's wearing just a straight up motorcycle jacket.
Oh, yeah, well,
they're like historically accurate. We don't know her.
I think it actually made me think of the Mad Max.
It's very Mad Max. Yeah, because it's only got the one arm. Yeah. And they're wearing like leather studded belts around.
Yes.
Like, yeah, I'm like, I love it that they're like, yeah, no. We already know this is not a period piece. We don't have to. Well, Steed's outfits will be on point.
Oh, God.
Very good.
I really want that banyan that he's wearing.
You should follow the costumers on Instagram.
It would just make me jealous.
It's very good.
They're
very good. But yeah, I just like with the crew, with Blackbeard's crew, they're like, motorcycle gang from the 80s.
Yeah.
This is the aesthetic.
It looks like we're just gonna pick the background characters from an Adam Ant video, and that's what we're gonna do.
We're gonna put Blackbeard in a mid-drift.
Yes.
Trust me, it's gonna work. And it does. It does.
Also, I never thought I would be attracted to Blackbeard ever in my life. And yet, I'm on board.
And yet here we are.
Yes, on board.
And yet here we are. Do you see what you're doing to us, Taika? I know you listen to the show. Big fan of the show. Longtime friend of the show, Taika Waititi.
I wish.
Let us score, not this next Thor movie, because it's already coming out. Let us do the one after that.
Yes.
I know Mark Smotherberg is like a genius, and he already did a really good job.
Well, he can write all the songs. But I would like to pick out the not...
Yeah.
The not his music score.
Yes.
Like, not the score music. I just want to pick the songs.
The next big, immigrant song moment in the next, not the next movie, but the next movie.
Or if, if Disney is Marvel's listening, like the X-Men movie that you want to do, like, please, I will pick them. I will do let's do some 1980s X-Men ridiculousness. And
also
I
have
will be
some
there.
notes about the characters
Yes, we have lots of
notes.
Yes, we always have notes.
We have some notes. I know we're just the musical accompaniment, but we have notes about the characters.
I have theme songs. I have songs picked for all of the characters. Don't worry.
Don't worry. And they're all 80s bands. Oh, yes. God, that's our next episode.
Yeah, there you go.
Better write it down. We won't remember.
No, we never remember. It's never a thing.
We don't remember what we've said on this show half the time.
No, that would also mean that I'd have to go back and listen.
Oh, I can't listen to myself.
No.
We don't listen to this show. It's garbage.
That's
just kidding.
True.
I do listen to it. I listen to the playlists especially, but I actually do go back and listen to that. I just fast forward whenever I'm talking.
That's fair.
I mean, I'm hilarious, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, damn, somebody really did need to put me in speech therapy. Middle school was right.
It's true.
Oof.
And with that, this has been the Clockwork Cabaret. She is Lady Attercop.
And they are Emmett Davenport.
And it's not work we do.
It's love.
This is Mad Wasp Radio, home of the hits.